channel. Please share it with your near and dear. Next condition, the seventh condition. Okay, we are going to, and let's learn the seventh condition, what it says. All right. Okay. Seventh one. In some phrases also, we use simple present. So which generally the phrases which begin with I, for example, I agree with you, I want a book. And in the same way, I promise I'll come to you. I promise I'll come to you in the evening. So certain phrases we cannot use present continuous. Instead, we have to use only simple present. The phrases here means group of words. I agree is one phrase here. I want is another phrase. I promise is another phrase you see here. So these phrases, especially we use, you see, I is working here as subject and agree V1. So subject and V1 only. I agree. I want, subject plus V1. I promise, subject plus V1. In certain phrases, we have to use only simple present. For example, there are certain other words like you see, I apologize. I apologize. Etc. Okay, and then I suggest. I advise. I recommend. So in the case of certain phrases, we have to maintain only simple present instead of present continuous. We cannot use present continuous. We have to use only simple present. I want. I agree. We cannot say I am agreeing with you. That's wrong. I agree with you. I apologize you. We cannot use I am apologizing. I suggest you. I recommend you something to do like that. I advise you. I cannot say I am advising you. We use, okay, the next condition we are going to, first let's clean this one. And next condition we are going to, it's the eighth and the last of it. Okay, what the eighth condition says, to emphasize what you are saying, to emphasize what you are saying, to emphasize what you are saying in the sense of certainly, in the sense of certainly. We use helping verbs do or does here. We use helping verbs do or does in such sentences. For singular subjects, we have to use does. For plural and I, we have to use do. Singular, for singular, does. For For plural and I, we have to use do. So we have to take the help of these two words, do or does, in these sentences. For example, here, I do like music. She does understand my problem. I do agree with you. I do agree with you. And in this way, we do like music. I do like music also, we can say. And so in this way, there are many such you see expressions in this okay, simple present, and especially to emphasize what you are saying in the sense of certainly, we can use this one. Means you say, uh, I do like music. Means I like music certainly. So in such sense, if I want to use this sentence, I can use the helping verb do or does in this way. Okay, as I subject is there, we take do. If plural subject is also there, we have to take do. So I do like music, and we have to make some stress also on do when we are pronouncing this sentence perfectly. I do like music, we have to say. She does understand my problem. She does understand my problem. I do agree with you. I do agree with you. So in this case, if you observe, I is subject here, like is V1 really. The helping verb is also here, do or does. She understand. So helping verb does is also there. I agree, do helping verb is also there. So by using do or does as helping verbs, we can use we can make some sentences to emphasize what we are saying. As per these 8 conditions, we use simple present. Okay, now we are switching over to the questions part, positively and negatively. So let us see now positively. So positive. Okay, statement, yes or no type questions. And WH and how type of questions. WH and how type of questions. All right. Statements, yes or no type questions. WH and how type of questions. Okay. For example, number 1, she takes coffee every day. She takes coffee every day. This is a statement. She takes, subject is V1. She takes coffee every day. And the question for this is, does she take coffee every day? Is the question. And WH questions are, why, for example? Why does she take coffee every day? What does she take every day? Okay? Like that you say, why does she take coffee every day? Why does she take coffee every day? It's a question. WH words. Why does she take coffee every day? Or what does she take every day? We remove this coffee. So what does she take every day? Such a way we can frame WH and how type of questions. But here, thing is that here, when we are framing yes or no type questions and WH questions, we are taking the help of do or does here. So how we use do or does? Let us come to point once again. Here in simple present, especially to make positive questions, and not only positive questions, even negative sentences also. For negative sentences and positive questions, we have to take helping verbs do or does. Because she takes, when we say in statement, no helping verb is there, no be forms are there, no helping verbs are there. When no helping verb is there in this way, we have to take do or does as helping verb. So if subject is singular, we have to take does. Here she is subject singular, okay, so that's why we have taken does. And after that again subject is the same, does she. Instead of takes, we have to use plain form take. Even though you use do or does, we have to take always the V1 without S. So when we take helping verbs do or does, we have to use plain V1 form. So as per that, you see here, does she take coffee every day? And just before that, we can use why, what, etc. We can use to frame WH and how type of questions. Now, one more example I want to take. They like music. They like music. The question for that is, this is plural. They like. They is plural. As it is plural, we take the helping verb do. Do they like? It is plain form only. We should never use a s here. Means it's not likes. It is always like only. Just like here, take, like that. Okay, do they like music? It's a question. Then you see, why do they like music? If you want to use why do they like music, and what music, if you want to frame a question, what music do they like music? For example, you see, if you want a question like what music do they like? What music do they like? If you want to put a question like that, you can. Otherwise, why do they like music? If you want to use why do they like music? If you want to say what music do they like, simply we have to remove music. So we have to apply our common sense also while using such WH and how words. Okay, this is how we frame yes or no type questions and WH and how type of questions. Okay, negatively also. Okay, let us see now. Negative. So under negative also, for example, statement if we take, she, here to make negative even statements also, yes or no type questions also, even WH and how questions also, we should always take do or does. Okay, here she is singular, that's why we have to take does, and not form is int. Okay, she doesn't like music. She doesn't like music is the statement. To make a question, as she doesn't is already there, simply we change the order of those two. Doesn't she like music is the question. Yes or no type question. And answer is sorry, WH and how type of questions you can make. Doesn't she like music? No. Before that, if you use why doesn't she like music is the question. Such a way, one more example I want to take. They don't like, again like no need. Okay, let us take one more example. They don't work hard, for example. They don't work hard. The question for this is they don't, simply changing the order of it. Don't they work hard? Why don't they work hard? Why don't they work hard? It's a question. So in this way, we can frame, statements also, even negative questions also, and by using do or does as helping verbs. Okay, in this way, we can make questions in simple present. Okay, here we have learned how to do even questions also in this one, and we are finishing this simple present here with this.